Detroit. General Motors plans to diversify its business through trendy industries such as ridesharing and other mobility ventures or startups have largely fallen flat since the automaker started investing in such growth areas in 2016. Cruise, its majority-owned autonomous vehicle subsidiary, is increasingly looking like it might be next. The unit has quickly gone from one of GM's greatest business opportunities to a growing liability. Cruise, of which GM owns more than 80%, has confronted a wave of problems and investigations sparked by an October 2 accident in which a pedestrian in San Francisco was dragged 20 feet by a Cruise self-driving vehicle after the person was struck by another vehicle. Since the incident, Cruise's robotaxi fleet has been grounded, pending the results of independent safety probes. Its leadership has been gutted, including its co-founders resigning and 9 other leaders being ousted. GM is massively cutting spending and growth plans for the business, including pausing production of a new robotaxi. Local and federal governments have launched their own investigations, and the venture is laying off 24% of its workforce. GM, like other companies, has quickly shifted from attempting to impress Wall Street with growth initiatives, including generating $80 billion in new businesses by 2030, to refocusing efforts on core business to generate profits amid economic and recessionary concerns. Despite all that, GM appears to believe it can eventually move forward with Cruise. GM CEO Mary Barra said December 4 during an Automotive Press Association meeting in Detroit that the automaker is very focused on righting the ship at Cruise. "We are confident in the team and committed to supporting Cruise as they set the company up for long-term success with a focus on trust, accountability and transparency," GM said Thursday in a statement related to announced layoffs at Cruise. But there's growing concern across the industry, not just with GM and Cruise, about the viability of autonomous vehicles, or AVs, as a business instead of as a niche science project. AV technology, while they've made a lot of progress with it, is unlikely to be profitable anytime in the foreseeable future, certainly not this decade, said Sam Abuelsamid, principal research analyst at Guidehouse Insights. If they need to make cuts, robotaxis seem like the obvious place to do that. Some Wall Street analysts are holding out hope that GM and Barra can turn Cruise around and eventually refocus on growing the business, as the Detroit automaker takes a more hands-on approach with the company. Several are expecting updates at an investor event in March. The plan to pause Cruise operations and reduce spending on Cruise in 2024 are only first steps. Once again, we expect these concerns to be addressed and cured at the Capital Markets Day in early 2024, but expect skepticism to remain in the interim, Morgan Stanley analyst John Murphy said in a November 29 investor note.